It's another of those terms that are related and often used interchangeably, yet are definitely not the same. With your influence and success insight, I'm Bob Berg. Like other words and terms we've discussed in these videos that seem similar yet have different meanings, empathy and sympathy are cousins, but not siblings. And like react and respond, their difference seems small, yet is actually huge in terms of the end result. Let's explore here the difference between empathy and sympathy. And as with respond and react, I first learned about the difference in these two words from Zig Ziglar in one of his cassette tape albums nearly 40 years ago. In his typically wise storytelling manner, he used the example of being on a ship and coming across a fellow passenger suffering from a bout of seasickness. Zig explained that if you have empathy, you'll get him a washcloth, some seasickness pills, and find the ship's doctor. However, if you have sympathy, you might feel so badly for him that you get sick and are not able to be helpful. In other words, when we sympathize and only sympathize, there's a danger of becoming part of the problem. When we empathize, we're much more likely to be part of the solution. In Tim Sanders' excellent book, The Likability Factor, he pointed out that a significant difference between the two, empathy and sympathy, lie in their focus. As Tim explained, if you're sympathetic to others, your heart goes out to them and you feel compassion, but these are your feelings. You don't know what they're feeling, and you're not necessarily trying to know. You're simply feeling bad that others feel bad, or lonely, or depressed, or angry, what have you. If you're empathetic, however, you're not merely feeling sorry for them, but you're projecting yourself into their hearts as though you're sensing what it's like to be in their shoes. I love that. In other words, sympathy is about you, while empathy is about them. So while sympathy is certainly admirable, it's not necessarily where the focus should be. If you truly want to provide value to the other person, empathy is much more productive because it means your focus is on them. I believe this is something worth becoming and, as best you can, staying consciously aware of. In future situations, ask yourself if you're so caught up in the other person's situation that you're simply feeling really badly for them, or if you're able to move from sympathy only into empathy so that you can actually be of assistance. When a team member comes to you with an excuse for not doing their job properly, or a customer tells you why they can't pay their fee, do you simply sympathize and say, that's okay, don't give it another thought? Or do you empathetically and with compassion go deeper with them, looking for ways to help them to figure out a solution? Don't get me wrong, if you have sympathy, that's a good thing. It means you have a heart and a soul. But remember, if you only sympathize, well, you feel badly for them, but you can't really help them, in the cases just mentioned, certainly, to do what's right for them and for you. If you empathize, you still feel badly for them, but you'll also help them find a way to effectively work through it. Of course, there are situations where simply sympathizing is totally appropriate. Part of wisdom is judging correctly. Usually, however, empathy is the way to go. With your influence and success insight, I'm Bob Berg. Make it a great day.